So I intend to do interviews for us. Like I intend to do mock-up interviews for us, what you expect an interview, how to prepare for an interview, what to say in an interview. So for the first session of this morning, we are going to I'm telling you stuff about interview, how to ace an interview, how to what recruiters want to see in an interview, and also I will show you portfolio. I'll take you the process of how to design a portfolio and what recruiters want to see in your portfolio. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes. So I'll start with telling you stuff about interview. After that, I'll do mock interview for like 5 of you, and I'll tell you what is missing. I'll tell you what you guys need to improve on, blah blah blah. After saying that, I believe that you guys after saying that, you guys will have grasped the idea of what interview is, and with my experience as somebody that has been interviewed and somebody that has interviewed people, yeah, I'll be able to guide you accordingly. What recruiters want to see in your portfolio, what they want to hear you talk about, and how they want to hear it and all. So those are the things we'll be considering this morning. I'm also excited about this. Why tomorrow I will check through all your works on your portfolio, everything, and might even do some designs tomorrow. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just want to prepare us enough for interview and how to go about it. So let's get started. So over time, some of us, starting from your cover letter to the way you present yourself, interviews, all those details matters. So, okay, I'm going to give you examples, right? 2 days ago, I help a company hire some persons for a particular role, right? And I will tell you how this goes. So, yeah, when a job ad is put out there, you need to read the job ad, and you need to know if your skill set, if what they are looking for. The process of interview as a product designer is different from a process of interview as a creative designer or an ad agency designer, sort of. Sure you get. So the process are very, very the processes are very, very different. But what I will do is I've done both, and I've been through both. What I will do is I will take you through the process of interviewing as a graphic designer, a creative designer, ad, any form of designer aside from product design, because the process of interview for product design varies per company, right? Yeah, so let me start it. So things recruiters are looking for during interview is they're looking for your collaborative skills, they're looking for your communication skills, they're looking for the knowledge of how you work, and they're looking for your understanding of what you said you are doing. Do you get? So they're looking for the understanding of what you said you are doing, the knowledge of how you work, your communication skills, and your collaboration skills. All these are what recruiters look out for in the questions they ask you, in things they tell you to do, in your works, right? So if a company puts a design out there and they say that, oh, we are looking to hire a um, a designer with zero to zero to 3x of experience, or 3x of experience. If the company puts a job out there and they mention this, right? The first thing you have to do is read through the JD, which is the job description, and know what it's all about, and check your CV and check your experience. That okay, can I do this? Will I be able to do this? How can I do this? And the other thing you have to do is to check through the companies, anything, either their page, their, their Instagram page, their website, or anything they have that is like a form of touch points to them. Check it out, and yeah, you can apply. So what are the things you put in your portfolio? As a designer, a company loves to see wide range um of display of your abilities. They want to see brand design. So there's a company that the work they do is so specific, right? So I remember one design agency I worked at. I think when I got the job self, I never submitted my portfolio. I just wrote some blah 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 blah, and I got the job. No portfolio, nothing. I got the job. But when I was interviewing with another company, I had to prepare my portfolio, and yeah. So different companies with different requirements. But to make more sense for you to present your portfolio, for you to like show the variety of what you can do and how you can do what you can do in your portfolio. So as a creative designer, a wide range of social media design, brand designs, logo design, your ability to work with illustrations, marketing insights, and strategy, um, communication designs like brochure designs, editorial designs, billboard, outdoor and indoor communication materials. So it will make more sense to put those things there. But these days, like in the last 3 years, companies are hiring speaking like somebody now. Companies companies are currently they are hiring more of social media designers, people that can create, people that can come up with awesome social media design, people that can do amazing designs with social media design. So if you see that, oh, this is part of your strength, this is part of what you can put together, just apply. I did an interview for some 3 persons 2 days ago. They all have amazing portfolios, right? They all have good portfolios. Like out of like is it 20 people that applied? Narrow it down. I selected like 5 people. I narrow it down. I selected like 3 people to call for interview. And what I look out for is number one, major thing I ask them to submit. I didn't even check their CV. The major thing I ask them to submit is a portfolio. once their portfolio is good, yes, their CV can have fallen. So some persons are writing different. Some people did not even write a cover letter. Some people did not even present their portfolio well. Some just put all their portfolio together, like all their works together in one place, and put and send across. And yeah, I mean, there's no I mean, the what's it called is not being diversified. Like um, the projects they were showing me is not being diversified. They just some people just do what they want and just put what they want. And I had to like just select few portfolio that resonate with what the company wants and how the company wants it. So the interview went well. For the three of them, the interview went well. But one of the major thing is that after interview like three people, right? I know that one does not have stand a chance to get the job, right? No, no, no. Three of them actually did. I mean, they did well, and they had great portfolio. But something happened. Let me tell you the mistake of a particular thing. When they are asking you, because you know how I can be a vibe in class, right? But when they are asking you questions, don't be too forward. Nobody want to know about your previous boss. Nobody want to know about how mean your boss is or things they've done that does not make sense to you. Nobody want to know about that. Your interviewer, they don't want to know about that. Try to protect your past, even though you don't have like a pleasant experience, right? But try to say it in a way of a learning curve. Like, oh, even while working with this person, I learned um, this management, that management. It's not the time for you to now open your mouth and be like, ah, that my boss, blah blah blah. Because basically that was what this guy did. So and I was talking about I don't know the other thing he failed to know is that. So I was talking about how working with and literally I was helping him talk about it too. Oh, good. I was talking about how his former boss is because his former boss was a woman, and how women are made in leadership, blah 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 blah. Not knowing that the marketing lead he will be working with, now woman. Sorry about that. Okay, not knowing that a marketing, the head of marketing, right? The head of marketing that he was working with is on the call. When he was on the call, when he's my own friend, when he's on the call, and when she's a woman, and just saying a whole lot, and I was helping him. And I was helping him to like also say a whole lot as well. We're just talking and gisting, and yeah, and his energy was too much on the call. His energy was too. He's supposed to have energy when he's supposed to be happy. But his energy was too much on the call. He was saying things we did not ask him to say. We're just doing it all that. And yeah, that one. His portfolio is good. His blah 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 is good, but nah, you cannot get the job. And the other guy was so the what's it called? The The other guy, one of the mistakes he made after all these things, when they say what's your expected salary, right? On the job ad, what was put there was 150 to 200K monthly. Share you get like 150 to 200K monthly. That was what was put there as that is what was put there as how will I put it now as the money that you know that is expected to be collected. So the guy did the interview where he answered all my questions and sorry, he answered all my questions well. And when I asked him about his salary, he said he said um like he's fine with 150. And I'm like, bro, salary range is 150 to 200. You may not want to say 250, or at least say 180. So I did not tell him that one, but I'm just saying it's my mind. If it's 180 and the company is like, oh, it's 150, you can pay, right? You cannot negotiate. Because the issue is, once you start with the company, we can't really have chance to negotiate your salary up, except you're working in a growing company. Do you get? You can't really have the chance to renegotiate your salary, except, and all the chance to be out to reach your salary maybe it's after 6 months or after 1 year. Even after 1 year, they have something. Even after 1 year, even after I mean, even it's after like, yeah, and that's a long time. So every opportunity, and also these people, they feel that, I mean, the thing they did not is they did not ask questions about the company. While it's good that your recruiter asks questions for you, right? Also, ask questions about the company. That shows that you have a sense of focus. You have, you know what you are doing. You know what you want, and you know how you want what you want. So, so that really make a lot of sense. Like that really made a lot of sense. A lot of sense. They will ask you question. Also, try and ask whosoever that is recruiting you questions about the company, about the strength of the organization, about the growth plan for employees. Just ask questions that are relevant to the company. So with that I mean really make a lot of sense, right? And one thing your recruiter want to see your portfolio is your storytelling ability, right? Your explorations. When you're putting projects in your portfolio, only put selected best, like selected products. I said products, so I don't mind. In product design portfolio, um, I mean, in product design portfolio, they want to see case study of like 2 to 3 products. That's all. That's for product design. But I mean, I'm talking about standard companies like the big four, the big techs, and all these things. But all these other companies, they want like 3 to 4 case studies, and yeah, I mean, so your storytelling ability as a designer is really key. It's not just enough to. It's not just enough to like, oh, this is my work and this is how I can do it. But also, let me show you. Let me show you my portfolio. My brand design portfolio, right? Um, let me show you that. My brand design portfolio. Let me show you. Okay, no,
Okay.
I'll show you that. And after that, um, I will ask. After that, I will ask you guys questions, and I will do mock interview for 5 people. And after doing mock interview for 5 people, we go on a break. Our first break, and when we come back, I will now walk you through the process of creating your own portfolio and all. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me get started. I'll just share my screen now so that you can see what I have.
Francis, I don't know if you're speaking, but I can't hear you.
Guys, I've been talking since. Ah,
Sorry.
oh, alive. I've been talking as long as this screen has displayed. Thank you, Juliet.
Okay.
Like I was saying that, so I designed this portfolio in around 2019 or 2020. And I designed it, and I was saying that I did not include social media design in the portfolio because the job I was looking to get then was not the job I was looking to get then was not, it's strictly like brand design jobs that I was much interested in them, like the brand design job that I was much interested in them. And that was what my portfolio is designed towards, right? So, but yeah, I'm going to give you a walkthrough. I'm going to explain some things to you bit by bit, and yeah, and this is a portfolio I still use till now for brand design. Although for social media design, I have another portfolio for that, which I'm not showing you now. So yeah, so this is so yeah, this is selected best work and best work. I mean, best selected works Hello. Table of content, what you expect to see, branding, communication design. This UI design is not complete. It's just rubbish that I put there. So I have a separate portfolio for logo design and illustrations. So this is Francis, then me, my face, and this is words about me, and English. After that, I introduce brand designs, and in my brand designs, I talk about the section of my portfolio. I have some projects. I've worked on processes key from understanding the brief and what the clients want me to work is. Applying design principles like, I mean, everything's just boo, but the boo makes sense, right? So you talk about the tools you use and all. So this is the showcase. I work on this project, guy. So you talk about so I break down the project, the business, what they expected from us, how the logo came into being, all these processes, logo variation, brand colors, gift item designs, presentation. Can you say gift item design presentations, indoor and outdoor, what's it called? Indoor and outdoor signage design, roll-up design, door signage. So that's about this. The other one is Ash Invest. So I have like a format I use for it, and I mean identity designs. I broke this down, explain what they're all about, your brand colors, typography, clear minimum space, brand application. I put on brand application. The other one is communication design. Talk about the brochure design. I don't really talk about the shop. I shall design brochure. These are some brochure designs. And yeah. Also, yeah. These are some also, I mean, these are also some other designs as well. So this UIX design, this is all design of some screens. Yeah, I did this. That is this design of some screens. That is not necessary. So yeah, I like this homepage here. I'm going to explore this. I'm going to do this thing again. So these are some logo designs that so I just include like some logo designs that I've worked on, all these things. That's hard. Just some logo designs for them to see. Illustration styling, course vest. This, I mean, this. I worked on these illustrations. I styled them, I composed them, all these things. Yeah. So it's good to have like a wide range of experience, and it's also good to know. It's also good to like tell them like these are some of the projects you've been part of, and some of the come up. I didn't even put all these complaints. It's like some of the complaints you work also as well. And thanks for being. Okay, so before I proceed, um, Any question?
Yes,
No,
good morning.
I know there are a lot of questions. Before you ask, I mean, if you have questions, please raise your hand so that with that everybody will be fine. There will not be commotion. If you have question, please raise your hand or just say that you have question in the chat box. If you have question, raise your hand. Just say. So after entertaining some of these questions, we will now do mock interviews. So I'm going to call some of you. I'm tired. I'm going to call some of you and have some mock interviews. So, yeah. Joyous. I'm sorry, I said joyous. Rosemary, what's the question?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my question is on the illustration design. What software do you use for it? Or can you use for
Illustrator.
it? Okay, Illustrator. Okay. Also, this portfolio must it be actual jobs you've done that you were paid for, and as we're beginners like this, must it be like
No.
okay.
So companies will not follow up on those things. All they want to see is work.
Okay.
Do you get?
Yes.
So you might even have. That's why I said. I mean, okay. So we that we are just starting out like this, it's good to like create different and take a social media design and recreate it, blah blah blah. Just have like numerous work of what a showcase of what you can do, blah blah blah. That really make a lot of sense. I'll put this in your portfolio. Your recruiter majority they want to see the test of what you said you can do. Do you get?
Yes.
So it's not the actual work that you are paid to do, right? So
Yes.
that's what other question do you have?
I think that's all for now. Thank you.
You're welcome. So peace is a cheat. So they have a question.
Yes, really.
Yeah, how are you?
That's correct. What has is brand guideline part of a communication design?
Part of what?
Communication design.
Communication designs are usually touch point designs, like marketing designs. Those are communication designs. Marketing designs, usually market design like brochure is for marketing, social media designs for marketing. And it's part of the visual asset design. But it's not a communication design. Shake it. It's talking more about the brand, not. I don't know how to put it. But you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do.
Are you sure? Okay, that's fine. Any other one person with questions? Does any other person ask question? Okay, so if there is no question, let's start our interview. Hey. So I'm going to be calling names as randoms, and I'm going to be doing mock interviews for you. Share your get. So if you like, it's not even if you like. I give less than 1 minute. Okay. Aisha, what's your question?
Good morning, Francis.
Good morning, Aisha.
You did not mention the dimension of the artboard for the portfolio.
Z4. Z4 and it's in landscape.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, you said it yesterday. A4. Thank you.
A4 and landscape.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Wait. Okay. So I'm going to interview. Okay, Josh. Josh, what's the question? Josh, can you unmute your mic, please? What's the question?
Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's the question?
All right. So
I can hear you.
I wanted to do this for an internship. Do they do?
Can you ask the question again?
Interviews
I
for
can't hear you,
internship, and
please.
how do you go about it if it's an internship that you are applying for?
So depending on the company, when some companies says that they need interns, the internship level of some companies from the internship level of some companies. So, and bear it in mind, aside from big tech that want to employ you, aside from big techs and all these other companies that they consider it, companies that tell you that they want to hire interns, they really actually want someone that has knowledge. It's not somebody that they will be say, come and start, come and do. No, they want somebody that is not really good to what they want, but at the same time, it can work with them. Does that make sense to you? So, Josh, are you hearing me? Josh, are you hearing me? So
Yes, I'm with you.
Some interns interview requires portfolio and workshop, right? A real workshop. Some of them requires that a lot. So the major thing is how the level of the interns, because interns varies from interns. They really want to see. Even in some companies, they are doing intern. That means you've been like a boss of somewhere before. So I think I've answered that question. Does anyone have any other question?
Yes, Francis.
What's the question, ma'am?
Please, is there any way that we could duplicate an artboard? So that all that stuff that you wrote, your name and the lines that you drew, so that it will be uniform.
Yeah, you can just copy the style and paste. Copy the style is a style, so there's always a style guide where you're designing anything or something like this. So just copy the styles. I mean, once you created all your artboard, copy the styles and paste.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Hold on. Aisha, what's the question?
No, I was already raising my hand, but sorry, I'm trying to do that A4 thing, but I don't know how to turn it to land. Okay, sorry, I've seen it. Thank you.
Thank you too. Let me see. What's the question?
Yeah. My question is there any possibility of having more of a remote work as a graphic designer than actually being in the physical office?
Yes, now a lot, my dear. The major thing they're more concerned about is your delivery. Like your delivery, if you are the kind of person that they don't have to be chasing you up and down before you deliver your work. Yeah, I mean, before I got a full-time gig, then All my work I always remote now. Like most of the work I do when I was in school, like I'm working for companies in Lagos or companies in Akure, all those places. Now remote I they always do online. So yeah,
Cool.
every
So
possibility.
I guess you used Adobe to create that PDF for your portfolio.
Yeah, don't guess.
Yeah?
Don't guess. That's what I use. I use Adobe Illustrator.
Okay. Nice.
It's not a guess. I use Adobe Illustrator for everything. Yeah. Any other question?
Francis,
Yes.
What's the question? I don't know.
Francis, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
The
I told you that you have a
illustration.
question. Raise your hand. Don't just
Oh,
do like that.
sorry.
But that's fine. So, what's the question?
Okay, the illustration. Did you make those illustration yourself?
Yeah, two ways. I used to use Wacom tab to actually literally create illustrations. For me, I don't enjoy it. The other thing I did was use that. Zano, can you meet your mic? Thank you. So the other thing I did was there are some websites that you could get all these illustration components from, like you get the head, all these things, and manipulate. What I mean manipulate, literally um, constructing the illustration to how you want it to look. Meaning that I don't know how to explain this to you, Jesus. Meaning that so let's say you download an illustration and the color there is um, brown, the height is uniform. You style the illustration to your current color palette. You can change the eyes, change the body, change the clothes, and all these things. Does that make sense to you? And all those things will be done in Illustrator. Like you said, literally work on it, or like they literally work. Because the process of creating an illustration is very, very it's like a whole work on its own. Like we have illustration artists. Illustration artists is a whole work on its own. So people like someone like me, if I don't want to take more time, I could just like download a couple of stuffs. I will manipulate anything I want to work on to what I want it to be, and that's it. So does that make sense to you, designer? But yeah, you want to draw. It is always good to practice with Wacom tab and all. Yeah, I'm with you.
So, will you teach us
Will I teach you what?
how to do the illustration?
No.
How to manipulate it?
No, I will not teach you.
Ah, how are we going to learn?
Huh? You can't learn everything from here now. You can't learn everything from me now.
Okay, and also I want to ask, will you give us a copy of your portfolio?
Will I give you what?
A copy of your portfolio so we can use it to build our
It's
own.
not my portfolio. I'm going to give you a, don't worry, I have a portfolio guide for you guys already for you to use. So I'm going to give you a portfolio guide for you to put your designs. Don't worry about that one. Yeah. Marian, what's the question?
Okay, my question is, you told Aisha that the portfolio design that we are going to use a style. Where are we
Say it
getting the
again.
style from? Portfolio design, like designing the portfolio, that you got the style.
See, yeah, let me tell you something, my dear. Your work as a designer is to be creative. Like your work as a designer is to literally check what other people are doing, check what they've done, and get an idea from it. My own portfolio, I designed it by my own. I mean by myself, right? Me giving you a guide is just to making it's just to make it's just to make the work simple and simpler for you. But as you grow in your design career, you will be able to come up with genuine ideas. This time I'm not copying anybody or anything. Sure you get. Yeah. So that is it. Any other question from anybody? Any other question? Questions. Okay. Rosemary, what was the question?
Okay, I want to ask about the title of the job. If you can create social media designs and create logos and be able to do some other design things, do something on the computer, will you call yourself a graphic designer or a creative designer? What title is suitable for that?
So it's just English, right? If you call yourself a creative designer covers all this. The same way some persons call themselves a product designer, a UI UX designer. When you're a product designer, it encompasses that you have, I mean, you are proficient with UI designs, you are proficient with UX design, you're also proficient with interaction design. That is what is called being a product designer. Where some people can just be called a UI designer, all they do is just do UI designs. While some people are just UX designer, all they do is UX. Do you get? Why some people are basically just interaction designer, and all they do is interaction design. Does that make sense to you? So if all you can do is marketing design, you can call yourself a creative designer. But me, I don't call myself that. I call myself a brand and a product designer because, guy, I've worked on brand projects. I've done a lot of stuff on that. Please give me less than a minute. This place is getting too cold. And yeah, please answer yes. Okay. So I've answered your question.
So I can say I'm a graphic designer at this stage since I'm a beginner.
Yeah, a graphic designer. But see, graphic design is a whole thing that I can make money from, even without jumping to other form of design. But the way graphic design is being practiced here in Nigeria, the way things are always being practiced in Nigeria are different from the way it should be practiced. So, but yeah. So, yeah. Any other question? Plus points. Any other question? Okay, if there's any other question, I'm going to start a mock interview. But before that, can you guys give me like 5 minutes or less? I need to attend to something here. I'll be back by less than 5 minutes time. I want to quickly do something here. While we are trying to do that, while I'm trying to do that, you guys can engage yourself. You guys can talk and chat for 5 minutes or less. Please, nobody should go anywhere. Nobody should drop off the call. Else you miss the interview session. I mean, I'm not going to come or repeat any question. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, everybody, good morning. I don't know if anybody can hear me. I wanted to ask if anybody has gotten the mail about the capstone project, because I just saw it now.
Yes, I did, but I don't know if it's supposed to be like it's an individual thing.
I don't know. I think they grouped everybody, Sha.
Okay, because I'm seeing here that a custom project participants. So I think they are going to group us or something. Yeah, every participant have been grouped. But okay, you want to. There's a link there for you to check which group that you are.
Yeah. I'm not clicked on that, Sha. I'm trying to take this survey. Well, I'll check the group thing later.
Hi, sorry, please. You said we're supposed to take an headshot or a headshot. How do we do
Are you
that?
serious? It's just like this your
but you did
picture now. It's
headshots
just
from
a
the beginning.
headshot.
I think it's supposed to be that one that the
What?
that one that they told us to post on social media. Is it not that? Is it that one or it's just
No
headshot?
No, I think we did headshot from the beginning, from registration.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think we did that. Unless they're saying we should do it again.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, is it my network or I'm not hearing anything for some time?
Nobody's saying anything.
Nobody's saying anything. Just wait.
Nobody's saying anything. I'm almost done. So the thing is, a friend you can use it for two fashions. You don't have somebody's new brand. What to use all the colors in the design. For consistency sake. Okay, sorry. Answer that something a friend of mine is currently in an interview, and they gave him a design task. I mean, he's going for a role of a senior product designer. So they gave me a design task and sent it to me to review for him. I mean, so I had to look through his designs, point out some corrections and things that can be better. So that is why I yeah. So sorry, that's why I had to like quickly do that because it's kind of a matter of urgency. So yeah, I'm going to pick 5 people for a random interview. The first person is Shay. Shay, are you here? Shay, are you here?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Good morning. Don't be nervous. Okay, so this is the assumption, right? So this is the assumption we're trying to create here. You've applied for the role of a designer. So oh, sorry, what is this? Sorry, give me less than a minute. Introduce a color. Introduce a color that will work on both version aside from the brand colors. A complementary color. God. You can introduce a color that will work on both versions aside from the brand color. A complementary. Okay. My neck. Come on. Okay. Yeah. So this is the case scenario. You've applied. You applied for a job. You've applied for an interview. You've applied for a job. You have been selected. You apply as a
Sorry,
brand or a
please.
graphic designer.
Sorry, sir. Please, if you are sharing your screen, we can't see your screen.
I'm not sharing my screen.
All right.
Yes, sir. I'm not sharing my screen, sir. So, now that you have a job, um, now that you have the job, you have been called for an interview. So this is the case for everybody that will be calling you. Now that you have the job, you have been called for an interview. So yeah, let's start. I'll tell you what you did wrong. I mean, no wrong or right answer. I'll tell you what you did wrong, what you did right, and how that can be improved. Good morning, Shay. My name is Francis. Um, can you introduce yourself to us?
Good morning, Francis. My name is Shay. I'm a graphic designer, and I have little experience in graphic designing. And
you don't say that. You don't say that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but you don't say that. Yeah. Good morning, Francis. My name is Shay. I've been a designer for over 2 years, or for over a year, or for over 5 years, or for over 10 years, or I've been working as a designer for over 6 months, for over 1 year. If I just starting out like this, just over 1 year, or yeah, over a year. Yeah, so that makes more sense, right? It's not I have little or no experience. You have little or no experience, I will not call you for the interview. So this is an interview, meaning that you've submitted your CV, you submitted your portfolio, I've seen what you can do. Now I'm calling you for it. Yeah. So can we take that again? Okay.
Yeah. Good morning, Francis. My name is Shay.
And please don't feel nervous. Don't be nervous, because that can be detected in your voice and in everything you do. And that also means a lot. Or that speaks a lot. Yeah. Sorry. Take that again.
All right. Good morning, Francis. My name is Shay. I'm a graphics designer, and I have over 12 months experience in this.
Don't call 12 months, though. It's years I want to hear.
Okay.
Because 12 months does not sound right. Imagine you are, okay, so here's the thing. You're giving your recruiters stress. Imagine I'm saying I have over 48 months of design experience. What does that mean? What is that supposed to mean? That kind of thing. So, I'm with you.
Okay. Good morning, Francis. My name is Shay. I'm a graphics designer, and I have 6 months experience in designing.
And continue now.
Okay.
Okay, is that okay? So let me give you an example as a beginner. Hello everyone, my name is Francis. I've been a designer for over. Okay, don't let me use my own real profile. Let me use your own profile. Hello everyone, my name is Shay. I've been a designer for over a year, and in the last 1 year, I've been able to work on social media designs for more than for like 2 to 3 brands. And I've also been able to implement strategies, design strategy with those brands. So I've created beautiful design experiences to providing sales driven solution. And I've also keep consistency in the use of the visual assets of the company. And yes, yeah. And now start saying that I enjoy working with design teams You're introducing. So when they say she introduce herself, you tell us about yourself, what you do, the impact of what you do, and bonus, you can tell us things you enjoy doing. So after saying that, can I add something like, sorry, because when you're asking that question, the employer is currently thinking about if it can fit into their culture system, blah, blah, blah. So you can have something like, aside from design, I also enjoy this, that. Aside from being a designer, I enjoy um, this, I enjoy that. So aside from being a designer, I enjoy cycling, I enjoy taking a long walk just to refill my creativity, and also enjoy watching crime documentaries. Yeah. By the way, Juliet, are you here?
Yes, Francis, I'm here.
Have you seen this documentary on BBC? Push. It's a new documentary. It's about weed and all these things.
Weed.
Oh. Weed.
Interesting.
No, I'll forward it to you. Like, it's a documentary that was done in Sierra Leone. I started watching it yesterday. And they launched it like 2 days ago. Yeah, that's by the way. So Shay, can you take your introduction again?
All right.
And please don't mention 6 months. Thank you.
You said?
Good morning, Shay. Don't mention 6 months. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Good morning, Francis. My name is Shay. I'm a graphics designer, and I've been designing for over a year. And I've worked with a few companies creating social media designs for them, helping them with their logo and branding. I love to create stories through my designs, and I like.
Makes sense. Continue. See, let me tell you the truth. It's boring. I don't know if you guys understand what's called boring, but it's boring that matters in this game. You have to tell story that matters. Like at least literally like Popo. That really matters a lot. It's not all these. I mean, you know your work and talk about your work well. So I'm with you.
Okay. So I love to tell stories through my designs and create unforgettable experiences through the application of design principles that make my works to stand out amongst many other designs. Okay. So I've also been able to do some freelance jobs for friends who have been able to pay me as well.
That is addition. Okay, I think that is fine. I think that is fine. I think that is fine. So, awesome. So, what are the design softwares you use?
Okay, I work with Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator.
Awesome. And awesome. So, have you ever worked in a team before? Have you ever worked with a team? If yes, how has been your experience working with teams?
I've had opportunity to work with a team before, and it was a good experience. At the beginning of the project, it was a little challenging for me because of my nature. I have a tendency to do things by myself, but I've been able to learn to work with other people, and it's been rewarding. I find that working with other people makes a project to come out alive, and we can put
Shay, I
our
like this
energy,
response. I like
we
this
can put our
response.
energy
Please
together.
continue.
Okay, I find that putting energy together makes for synergy that helps to bring out greater productivity.
Makes sense. So when a question pop-ups about your team experience, or yeah, your team experience basically, or more, they want to know your collaboration skills, your communication skills, and how well do you work with teams? Like that really make a lot of sense. I mean, I don't have correction on that. Trust me, that make a lot of sense. Because for me, I could have answered it like, oh, so working with teams, so you now create scenarios in it. So you know, say, working with teams has been great, although it can be a bit challenging. They will now give a case study. Like I remember an instance where I was working on a team and we were four designers on the team, or we are even two designers. No, let's say four designers on the team, and we are given a brief to work on. Um, Four of us, I created like three to four design options each, and ability to be able to um, narrow down options and picking options is really a lot of work because we know that a lot of people are putting effort to achieve something. Yeah, but yeah, so just use all those Google. Um,
Okay.
the other thing is, the other question is, what can you say a good design is? What can you say a good design is? What makes a great design?
Okay. For me, a great design is a design that leaves a memory in the viewer's mind. That's a memory that lasts long and communicates the intention of the design. And then
Say that again.
a good design is one that leaves a lasting impression on the viewer and communicates
No,
the
no, 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 no. To
intention
you, to you, to you. So when they say
to
to
me. Okay.
to you personally, what makes a great design or what makes a good design? What they want to know is number one, the impact of the design or on the business. Number two, the satisfaction of the design as a designer.
Okay.
Okay, I'm with you.
For me, a good design has to tally with the company, has to bear in mind what the company stands for and communicate that to me. It has to follow the principles of design, and um, it has to.
Don't just be mentioning rules of design anyhow because more they just ask you. So can you explain? They ask what are design principles and can you explain some design principles for them?
Okay.
Yes, now so don't just be mentioning it anyhow if you cannot explain them. Share it.
Yeah.
But yeah, me too.
Okay. And then a good design, should be catchy to me because that is the first thing. If a good design is not catchy, irrespective of all the other things involved, it's still like a waste. So it has to be a combination of creativity, um, taking account of all the necessary elements that need to be in place, and fusing all these elements together to bring out something that has a lasting impact and communicates what the company stands for.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. 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 Another question I would love to ask is, can you walk me through your design process?
Okay. When I have to make a design, I first of all have a good communication with my client. I seek to understand what exactly my client is trying to achieve. Then after I do that, I go back, I sit down and I do my research. I look for ideas, get back to my client on what I have. And then if they're fine with it, I start working. So when I start working, I source for inspiration from I source
I'm
for
with you, I can hear you.
inspiration. Okay. I source for inspiration and through I source for inspiration through okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or
Say it.
I source for inspiration from other
Look at other
sources
people's work.
like
Yes.
you said
Just you can say it like I check what other people are doing or something like that.
okay. So I look for trendy and recent works that can spark my creativity and I use that as a guideline to make my design.
So when a company is asking for yes. Not yet. So here's the thing. When a company is asking about your design process, literally what they want to know is how you work from your breaking down of brief to client communication to so let me give you an example. Let me answer that question for you.
Okay.
But before I answer the question for you, give me less than a minute. More. This thing is not easy. It's good to have good friends. Okay. Yeah. I just said that. It's really good to have good friends. Yeah. So okay. So back to what I'll say. Yeah. So let me give you a walkthrough. So hi Francis, can you walk us through your design process? So personally for me, I believe data is key, and in any form of design that needs to be worked on, data is very essential in order to communicate the design well and how the design will go. After having a call of alignment with the client, I will make research to check through what other persons are doing in the field and how I can help with that, and how my research knowledge can help me to generate to provide what's it called to provide answers to that. After that, I will align with the client about different processes So all they want to know is, do you carry clients? Are you the kind of person that you love to work alone? Or are you the kind of person that you love to carry people along? Because that is key as well. They want to know if you're a lone wolf or you're a good team player. So they want to have that knowledge. So it's good to give it to them.
Okay.
So they want to have that knowledge of, oh, do you know what you're doing? Do you work alone? Or you are a good team player? Sure you get. So
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. The other question I want to ask, all this question I'm not writing it down, just from experiences. The question I want to ask is, so how do you give feedback? And how do you give feedback?
How do I do what?
Give feedback.
Give feedback.
Yes.
Okay. So feedback on a project, or
How do you give feedback on what is this guy calling me? So let me put the what's it called into context. So I'll put it in scenario. So in a situation whereby you did a work and in a situation whereby you work on a design and your client disapprove the design, or in a situation whereby you work on a design. Okay, that's another question. Sorry. You can. Okay, so in a show by you are being given a client disapprove an option you iterate to them, or a client disapprove a design option you sent to them. How do you how will you handle that situation?
okay. Okay. So I know that designs are, as a graphics designer, I'm supposed to have an objective mind, because the way I see things may not be the way my client sees things. And my work as a graphics designer is to be able to know what my clients want and meet their needs and make them satisfied. So I don't go with a mindset of whatever I give has to be the final, or they have to take whatever I do. I try my best to give them options and make sure that they have enough to choose from. But if they still don't agree with the options I've given them, I first of all try to make them see the reason why I gave them the options I did. But if eventually they don't agree with it, then I get more clarity on what they want and I go back to make what they want for them.
Okay, okay, and that make more sense. So they want to know about any kind of person that just agree with whatever they throw into your pot, or any kind of person that try to Holy Spirit help me. Holy Spirit help me. Any kind of person that try to so it's kind of person that try to educate whosoever is involved, is that your clients, supervisor and all. While you try to educate, right? Try as much as possible to educate your clients about what they want and what you think they
Sorry,
want.
it's
So you're
breaking.
not
I can't really
saying,
hear you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So that's it. They want to know if you're the kind of person that love to educate or I don't like a kind of person that love to like um a kind of person that loves to like just receive whatever they bring to your plate. So they always sorry, that so they always love to know what kind of person are you, because that's also taught me about their culture, faith, and all. Yeah. So do you have any question for us? Shay?
Okay.
Now they're
Yeah.
asking that. Do you have any question for them?
Okay. Yes. I would like to know. Okay. So when I'm admitted to, sorry, that didn't come out right.
That's fine.
When I'm employed to work in your company, I would like to know who working directly under.
Okay, so you'll be working with me. You'll be working with um me. I'm the head of design. You're working closely with me as the head of design, and yes, you're working closely with me as the head of design.
Okay. And then I would also like to know if the company has plans for retirement plans for their employees or
Yeah,
other
that is
benefits.
HR. Yes, that is HR question. So the other question you should love to ask is, after you've asked that who you'll be working with, just say that you would love to know if the team has a design team, or are you the only designer, or is there a designated design department on the team, or is the design team with the marketing team, blah blah blah. You want to know the number one, you want to know the team strength, the overall team strength first. Number one. Number two, you want to know in your own department, you want to know the strength in your own department as well. And yes, so you'll not be hearing, oh, and you want to know what kind of job is it? Is it hybrid? Where are the team members and all? So they will tell you that, oh, our company is based in the US. We have and our company is has over 25 staffs. We have some
Okay.
of our companies in Nigeria, some of our team members in Nigeria, in Africa, in short, I mentioned the name of where they have. And currently we have 4 people on the design team. We have Francis, which is the head of design. We have 2 product designers, and we have a motion designer, and we have Jude that will be joining us as a creative designer, because our previous designer was a freelancer, and we are looking to take you in full time as someone that we believe could move our um, Kini forward.
Okay.
This feasibility is not and is poor. Yeah. So let me see.
Okay.
What other question do you have for us? What other question do you have for us?
I would like to know the work hours I would the number of hours I would be working with you. Would I be working on site
Ah,
or online? Or remotely?
that question. If you're hearing things like, um, well, let me give you that typical response. Rubbish people. Um, the work is very flexible, right? We just wanted to be able to deliver. The office resumes by 9, and we close by 5. But some days you may have to, oh gosh, some days you may have to work more because guy, just shut up. And some days might require to work weekends. but don't worry, it's not every time. Because I hear the words every time, just so that yeah, if for it. Don't worry, it's not every time. It's a flexible thing that can be done. Okay, so the work is remote and the regular time is 9 to 5. But on some days you might be required to work more. Sorry, on some days you might require to work more, but um that will be totally communicated. You will be compensated for that extra work. I'm not sure if that is true, Sha.
Okay.
Any other question?
I think that will be all for now.
Before you say that will be all for now, you now ask me as an individual company, you'll be like, you as Francis, you've been in a company for so number of years. What can you say the company has helped you to achieve? What can you say the company has contributed to your career growth as a designer or as who you are? And what are the opportunities that the company has opened to you? So that's what I'm not telling you about my career success in the company, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
So does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Any other thing? So thank you so much, Mr. Shea. No, they don't call you Mr. Shea. Thank you so much, Shea, for taking out time to interview with us. We appreciate that. You have to say thank you, Francis. All
Thank
right,
you,
Shea, have a nice day.
Sure.
All right, Shea, have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but Shea, what do you feel? How do you feel about the session we just had?
Well,
So what do you think?
I think I've learned a lot. Like I've gotten better insights on how to approach questions, especially from
do you think?
design perspective.
Okay. And do you think that makes sense?
Yeah, it does. Like your inputs were like I could see the experience in the way you tackle the questions, and I've been able to draw one or two from them.
Yeah. So, sorry. Sorry. Which color? Okay. Sorry, my friend is currently in a. My friend is currently in an interview, but I'm currently working on his design tax. I'm seeing some of his design tax. Blah blah blah. Okay. So, does anybody have any question? Do you think what we did make sense to you? What insight have you brought in? Blah blah blah. Please, if you have anything to say, just raise your hand. Please, if you have anything to say, raise your hand, and I will call you, or I can call you guys at random. Marian, can you unmute your mic, please?
Yes.
Yeah. So what we just did doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, it did. I wanted to ask, in a situation where your salary is not included, like the description about the job, can you ask?
One thing I failed to ask you is, yes, you can ask.
Okay.
One thing I failed to ask him is, what is the salary expectation? I failed to ask that. So, Shay, what is your salary expectation? So, thank you, Jesus. I think I've seen this before. So, what is your salary expectation? So, he did not ask you salary expectation. You can ask them that what is their role? I mean, what is their budget for this role? Because don't be deceived. All this company, they have like a budget for each roles. They have budget for roles. So yeah, so that is it.
Okay.
I'll answer your question, madam. Madam, I've answered your question.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, any other person? Okay, not any other person. Any other person with question? Media extraordinary. I have a question. Media extraordinary. I have a question.
Good morning, Francis.
Good morning, Media.
All right. For the salary expectation, when you are asked the question, what's your salary expectation for this role? What should be your answer, or what should your answer tailor? What should you tailor?
You'll have done your research now before you come and do interview. Meaning that you'll have done your research on what the company offers, what they've paid in the past, that kind of thing. So that we that way you will know what to ask them. I think I like this custard. So I like this custard here. That way you will ask them what so that way you will ask them what they are willing to pay. Like if you that way you like know what they can pay and yeah. So that is it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Trust me.
No, I'm still not cleared as regards the
Why not
salary
cleared?
expectation.
Okay,
Okay, what
what
if after
exactly?
even what if after making your findings and all, and then they are still telling you to give a particular amount?
And you give now. There's nothing added down. You mention it. She means that what I want to name. Yeah, you mention it now. You mention it that I will appreciate if I'll be offered this social amount, maybe 1.5 million naira to let's mention it. It's money. Name money. Money is meant to be named. Yeah. Don't make any sense.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yes, Francis, good morning.
Good morning. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, sorry. But can you make your environment less noisy?
You showed us a page, like you ran through this page, and current
Environment is noisy,
they have the same design, they keep repeating, like the
I say your
brand
environment is
structure
noisy.
they keep using. It's noisy, yes.
Tosin, I know you're hearing me.
Elephants will see.
I know you're hearing me. I say your environment is noisy.
Yes, sorry about that.
Okay, I'm with you.
Can you like
That's
I was
better
saying
now.
that what if, yes, I was saying that what if the company gives out a social media design, like a social media manager to manage their apps? Like, okay, you finish designing and they want you to keep maintaining, like, have a consistent package. Like, I post this same design today, then the next day, I want the same design, the same structure, but with different storytelling. When you ran us through Piggyverse and Carry Wise's page, like, we saw that they had this same structure in place, like the person just dropped the content, but the same background, the same color, everything is still there. Like, they maintain the same structure, just having different input of words day by day. So what if you are an offer on that one?
Yes,
What would you
that's
say?
design guide. You
Okay.
want to get an offer on
Yes,
that one.
yes,
So the
like,
first thing you do is you
okay,
ask them. So for hold on. I already get your question.
okay, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I already get your question. So the thing is, if you are getting this kind of job, the first thing you ask them is, did they have a style guide already, or are you the one that you create the style guide for them? Like, did they have like a design style guide already, or are you the one that will create a style guide for them? Because I mean, literally, they're employing you now, except you are getting a freelance gig. So, if you're getting a freelance gig, it's your duty to ask, do they already have a sort of template or a guide they follow for their posts? Or for all content category, now you go curate the style guide. So that kind of conversation is very essential. But if they're employing you, it's your responsibility to create a style guide for them. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Hmm? Okay. So I want us to go on the break. Shay,
Yeah.
do you think we should interview more people?
Oh yeah, please.
Juliet, Juliet, Juliet. Okay, Juliet is not here. So we are going on break now. When we come back by 11:30, we're going to proceed with this. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Please, when I say 11:30, please 11:30 is 11:30. Ẹjọ́, ẹ bá yẹ ká jà, ẹjọ́, mo bẹ̀ yín ni. 11:30 is 11:30. Sorry. All right, guys. See you by 11:30. And that's it. See you guys by 11:30. Questions or whatever you have. Yeah, I'm here, Shao. I'm making. No, I'm not here. Bye bye. See you guys by 11:30.
Are you serious?
Okay, guys, can we proceed, please? Um, so I'm going to try and interview two more people. No, I think one more person. So after that, I will show you the portfolio process, and after that, I'll show you the portfolio process, and done. We are done for today. But do you think today's class makes sense to you? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. I just want to confirm if any one of you can hear me. Now that I've confirmed that, so let's proceed. So, Juliet, are you on this call? Is Juliet on this call? Juliet, you know you're not serious. Is Juliet on this call? Is Juliet on the call? Okay. Aisha, can you unmute your mic, please?
Hello, Francis.
Hello, Aisha. Don't be nervous. So,
No, I'm not.
yes. So, things we've done so far, does it make sense to you?
Yeah, so much.
Okay, and yeah. So I'm going to be interviewing you. Is that fine?
Ah, Francis. Okay.
As I said, don't be nervous. You don't have to get the right answer. The major thing here is for everybody to kind of like, or you don't want to do it, that's fine.
No, it's okay. I would learn. But just
You don't.
disclaimer, I probably won't do it as well as Shay because Shay.
No, don't. I'm not
Okay.
saying, I'm not, the purpose of this is not to compare people. The purpose of this is for you to present yourself as yourself, not as Shay.
Yeah.
You're not serious.
I'm serious, so I stepped out.
You're not serious.
Sorry. No, I'm serious. I stepped out. I just said it.
Yeah, not necessarily. Okay.
Francis, since Juliet is here, I think she should go.
It's not,
First.
you're not serious. Aisha.
Second, seriously, Francis, then I'll go to.
You're the one that you're going. You're the one, so I'm starting with you. So also please, the purpose of this interview is not for you to feel funny, but it's just for you to like just literally do what you are told to do and just present yourself as yourself. Like nobody's forcing you to do anything. Just be yourself. So Aisha, before I proceed, any question?
No. No question.
Okay. Also, here's the thing. So do you understand the use case that I presented to Shay?
Sorry?
So do you understand the use case that I presented to Shay?
The use case.
When I mean use case, okay, let me. Aisha, let me tell you again. So this is case scenario that we are talking about. You're already like applying for a job, profession of a designer, and you're already being called for an interview. That's settled. So now you're in interview process now. So that is it. So is that fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Aisha. My name is Francis, and can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Good morning, Francis. My name is Aisha. I am a budding graphic designer with about with over a year of experience. I've
Calm down,
worked
calm down. It seems like
with
calm down. You're talking like you're reading this somewhere.
no reading it from where? I'm just
No,
taking
no,
time
no,
to
no.
think.
No, don't take time to think. You see, let me tell you, during interview processes, you'll be given like that numerous time to like do what you're doing. I mean, and your presentation really matters too if you know what the job is all about or if you will be doing the job. Sure you get.
Yeah.
So the way you present, the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you carry yourself can be seen naturally. So can you introduce yourself to us again, please?
Okay, my name is Aisha. I am a graphic designer. I have about over a year of experience working with brands and on group projects. In my free time, I read. I like to read. I watch movies, and that's all about me.
Oh, amazing. Amazing to know. And can you take us through your design process? What's your design process like?
Um, mm, yeah, I don't know what to say here.
That's fine. Think about it again. Can you tell us about your design process?
Okay. Francis, can you rephrase the question or explain?
I'm not rephrasing the question. Okay, let me explain. When you talk about telling us about your design process, it literally means that you tell us about the process of how you design, what um, your design process is, from getting brief from a client to what you put in consideration into creating a design, blah blah blah, and all.
Okay.
So that is what we're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my design process starts with me looking for inspiration on various sites in order to create ideas and to create ideas so that I'll be able to interpret the clients, to bring the client's ideas into reality. So that's the first thing that I do. Then I proceed to
Well, continue. Juliet, are you sure you're in class? I will not say more than that. Well, Aisha, continue.
Francis, please, sorry.
Yeah.
Juliet should take over.
What's doing on that one?
Yeah, I'm not saying Juliet should take over.
No, Juliet, he called you first, but you were not around.
Unfortunately, so you take over.
How are you feeling like?
Francis, you know the thing about me is that when asked questions, I begin to stutter and like begin to not know how to answer, and my brain goes blank. So that's the
It's
problem.
okay. So imagine this is the job they are paying you like 2.5 million naira for. Your brain also will go
Yeah,
blank.
then I'm sure before then I would have researched about the
that's
the
serious.
company
That's
and
serious.
no, that's the truth. You know what their
I know
values,
that's the
everything.
truth,
You would
but
have
that's
known
not.
everything. I mean, this is impromptu, so.
And doesn't mean you don't have to prepare for it.
Yeah.
So please let's proceed. So what
Okay.
are the softwares? What are design softwares you use?
Okay. I use various design softwares, but I think the main ones are obviously Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and Adobe Photoshop, and a bit of Adobe.
SD.
Thank you, Adobe XD for UI UX design.
Oh,
So those are the
shame.
main. Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense. A lot of sense. Mm, what is a good design to you? What can you say a good design is to you? What can you say a good design is to you? Like, what
Um,
makes up a good design?
for me, what makes a good design is the colors. For me, how the colors are used, and the simplicity of the design. That for me makes a good design.
Can you take that again? You just model up everything and said it. I don't understand. So when they ask me that
Sorry,
what
sir.
is a good design for you, when and the way is asking you that what makes up a good design for you personally, they're expecting to talk about your application of design principles, they're expecting to talk about how you apply design principles to your work. I think I taught all these things when we started. I'm sure you remember.
Mm,
I'm not using that one to judge you. I'm not judging you. Just talk. Can you take that question again?
no.
What makes a good design?
Huh? Francis, the next question.
No, I said you should take what I said again. Like answer that question, please. I'm not joking. I can be laughing, but I'm not joking.
I know.
Thank you, my dear. Oh yeah, answer. Nobody is see all of us here. I mean, everyone here aside from me, we are learners, right? And
Yeah, I don't know what to say besides what I've already said. So.
say what you already said again.
Oh, okay. What was the question?
I am not serious, Aisha. I will repeat it to
No,
see that no matter how you frustrate me, Aisha, I will not call
no, I'm
another
not
person.
trying to
Yeah, the
frustrate
one that
you.
we I will not call another person. You are the one that will finish this interview.
Yes, now
So
I'm
what's
learning. That's why I'm asking, so that
thank
I'll
you.
be prepared before the real
Thank you.
test.
Thank you. What makes up a good design? What's a good design? What can you say is a good design?
Well, a good design is a design that follows through the principles of design. That has the right font, the right colors that fit the brand. For instance, for a food company, I cannot
No,
imagine a
no, no,
design.
no, no,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
okay.
no. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay.
The answer he gives to that is a good design. It's this. Don't.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
No.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Now, because of what you're doing now, I want to be filtering questions to ask, but that's the line. So have you ever had experience working with a team? Can you describe an experience whereby you work with a team and how has that been?
Yeah. I have worked with a team before, and it was not really challenging because I think everyone in the group was serious, so it was easy to work with them, and everyone was friendly, and we were all learning, and we helped each other, and I got to learn a lot of values from that. prior to that, I had not worked with a team before, so I didn't really know much about teamwork, but then I got to.
When we employ you, or hey, I did not answer the question well. How can you, as a designer, um, in what way can you contribute to the growth of our company as a designer?
I remember, sorry, Francis.
That's fine. You can say what you want to say. You remember what?
I had an interview with a law firm, I think it was last 2 years, and they asked me this, and I really messed up. No wonder I didn't get the job.
But this time around, give you an answer. I'll give you a correction.
Okay. Yeah. What was the question again? Sorry. What I'm going to add to the value I'll add to the company,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't
Let
have
me
a
ask that
response.
again. Sure. Just say if it's rubbish, just say it. As a designer, how can you, I mean, with your skill set, now I'm breaking it down. How can you move our company forward?
How can I overcome?
How can you move our company forward?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Obviously, the company needs a good brand identity.
Okay.
So I would, with my skill set, I would be able to bring visibility to the brand on social media because of how
No,
good
you don't
my
say that.
designs will be.
Don't say that. Calm down. So once a question like that is being asked, what they want to know is your personal value as a designer, the value you're offering, and your. Let me answer the question. So you give them history about their company. As you all know that this company over the last 5 years has been part of the top three companies in the financial space with a grand record of processing $3.8 billion transaction across 58 million registered users and across over 20 continents. Do you know up to 20 continents?
Wow.
Over, say, across 50 countries all over the globe. My goal as a designer is to work more with the design team to strategize and provide design-driven solutions via exploring user research, listening to our users. Oh, sorry, I'm answering the question as a product designer. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, still aligning the goals with, yeah, even as a creative designer, you do research, aligning the brand use of imagery. You shall mention all those things to put the brand to the expected destination. So you talk about the information you have about the company, the value you are bringing in, and how you can have a balance between what you are bringing in and the values of the company. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. One last question.
Okay.
Yeah, this question is very common, like very, very common. But I will teach you guys how to answer it. What is your 5 years goal as a designer?
As a designer, My goal is to create a startup. Oh, sorry, wait. My goal is to create my own design company.
Continue, please.
Francis, stop laughing.
Wait, is your phone on speaker today? Is your phone on speaker today?
It's always on speaker. It's better for me to
Are
hear.
you in the house or you're in the office?
I'm at home.
Are you the only one in the house?
Yeah, I'm the only one in my room.
Okay. So nobody's hearing the way I'm yapping. Continue, please.
No, you're not yapping me now. I'm learning. Yeah, my goal is 5 years. Or I see myself in 5 years. I'm running my own company. As well as a company that will double as a design school for design school.
Okay, so when the company asks you, okay, before I answer that, so and how do you think this role can help you in achieving it?
I think that this is the perfect position for me to
Say that.
learn.
That is a perfect
Okay.
position. Oh yeah, say it again, please.
Okay, I believe that this role would play a huge it will play a huge part in my growth as a designer.
Actually, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Francis. Sorry that you finished laughing at me.
My dear, that is life for you. So guys, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Friday, which is the end of our class for this session, this session for graphics and all and creative designs. I want you all to turn on your video. You want to go and do makeup, do makeup. You want to go and press perfume, because I'm going to be recording the class, like full video recording. We are sending the video to the partners and all. So it would be nice to have more than 80% of the class turn on their video so that they can see who people they've been sponsoring and all these things. So does that make sense to us? Yeah. So should you try as much as possible to pass the message across? Because you want to go and make your hair, go and make your hair. Clean your front camera. Everybody. Look good, look smart in the video. Because I send the video to the UK. If you like on video, if you like doing video. I mean, I'm going to dress well that day. I mean, I'm not dressing well more than black sharp, but I'm going to do that day. So thank you everybody for listening to that one. Yeah. So when you are being asked about what is your 5 years plan as a designer, or what is your career and what's your 5 year plan as a designer, some might mention 5 years, some might mention 5 years. And when they ask you that, how can this role help you achieve that? What they want to know is your career progression. Do you get? They want to maybe have like a career growth plan for yourself, and how can this company? So all these things is more attributed to you as a person. So let me give an example. When I'm being asked that kind of question, so if I'm being asked that kind of question, that what is my 5 years plan as a designer, and how can the company help me in achieving it? So let me answer it. Personally, for me, you now started saying history. But we are saying history, you have to be very smart with it. Personally, for me, when I started my design career in 2013, I started off as a graphic designer. to transition into being a brand and a creative designer, now to being a product designer. And one of my major goals as a designer is to be able to understand um, the whole product development process and to be able to understand how it works. In 5 years, I will be heading design. I'll be overseeing. I will be functioning in a design leadership role, whereby I'll be managing design. I see myself managing design processes. Yes, I will still design, but as of then, I will have various designer work under me, put my strength in strategy, and literally handling management roles in design. That is how I see myself in 5 years. And how this job we um, how this job will help me get there is I'll work closely with my managers and learn some leadership ethics from her. I will also attend conferences and take self-developmental courses provided by the company to grow into becoming who I want to be in the next 5 years. That's it. It's just bobo. Everything is bobo.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
What is it?
I said that sounds really good. I
It
would
sounds
hire
really
you if
good
I were
because
hiring.
you are. I want you hire me. So you can pay me. You can pay me. How much can you pay me per month? What's name my price?
No, I was saying like if you say something like that, like it sounds really good. Brands
Yeah.
rush.
So they just want to know that. So do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I know I should have questions, but now I don't.
All right. Thank you. So Shay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Shay, do you think I should take one more person or do you think we should proceed the class? Or do you think we just entertain general question everybody have? I will not proceed with the class.
Yeah, I think probably questions, except anybody wants to interview.
Okay, that makes sense. So if you have questions, please ask your questions and I will not proceed and we end the class.
Hello, Francis, please, I have a question.
Okay, thank you. But if you have questions, please raise your hand. I'll call you. Aisha is a vibe. Doris, what's the question?
Okay, thank you. That's eraser tool and what's it called? There's this particular tool that we use in cutting on Photoshop. It's not working on
that's lasso tool.
Lasso tool. It's not working on this
Illustrator.
Illustrator.
There's a different thing you use to cut on Illustrator.
Please.
There's a different thing you use to cut on Illustrator. What do you want to cut? You're not talking now. I can't hear you if you are saying anything.
Hello? I can't hear you. Sorry.
I can't. Doris, are you talking? Please speak up if you are saying anything. Okay, I can't hear Doris. Mr. Iwedairo, can you mute your mic?
Bossman, good morning.
Good morning. Have you been able to get a workspace to work at?
I'm still using the library in the school.
Sorry, please,
So,
Francis.
but I'm still going to the place to check out Sha.
Doris, I'll call you back. Me too.
Yeah, the question I want to ask is, how do we write a cover letter if we are applying for a particular role? More so, if you want to use, hello?
Me too.
More so, if we are to introduce ourselves, maybe to a CEO in tech company, or a CEO or in a HR, how do we introduce ourselves?
So the thing is, what they want to see in your cover letter is. So I'm not a career, how this is to go up and down, like career advisor, rubbish. But I think in the last 5 years, I've helped a lot of people to grow in their career. So what they want to see in your cover letter is your skill set, you talking about yourself, what you can do, what you've done, and what you are bringing to the table. So that's just the format.
Please, can you repeat it again?
Okay, this class is being recorded. You will listen to it later. Is that fine? Okay. What they want to hear is who you are, what you can do, what you've done, and what you can do for their company. Like that's basically what they want to say in the cover letter.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question?
What about?
Okay, sorry. What's the other question? Your network.
How we are going
your network.
to
your network.
Yes, I want to. How are we going to? Maybe I will text it.
Write your question out. I will answer it. Peace. Is the cheat.
Yes, Francis, my question is, you talked about the managerial role in design. So what does it really entail?
Managerial is sweet. You talk. Your work is basically just to supervise design. Okay, so when you are a managerial stuff in as a designer, like maybe you are. By the way, before I answer that question, okay, let me answer that question first. Before I answer what I want to say. So a managerial role is so for me now. I'm a senior designer, right? If I'm working with any junior designer, my goal is to set them on the right path, show them what to do, what not to do, correct them, mentor them, scrutinize their designs based on my years of experience, blah 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 blah. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Any other question?
There's something you said you would say after answering the question.
Honestly, and it's about you. So, am I free to say that?
It's about, I didn't hear you.
You. It's about you.
Okay, go ahead now.
Wait, are you a natural here at the moment?
Yes, I am.
Wow, it's so nice. Your picture I saw is so beautiful. That's what I'm about to say in class.
Wow, thank you.
So beautiful. But this picture you have here, you took it like years ago.
The one on WhatsApp is recent. And this one is like 2018 or 2019.
Why will you upload 2018 picture for us?
I've been using it since then, like when I opened the Zoom account.
Doesn't speak well of you now as a designer. There's some design update that has happened and all these things. Don't do that.
All right, I will change it.
Thank you. But how do you maintain your natural hair?
Okay, just using shea butter especially. Then washing it regularly. That's all. I
Like
don't
how
really use
regular?
a product. Let's say
Really? So you
Every
don't
two
use
weeks,
conditioner
like
and
once
all
you
these
finish
things.
a particular hair, you wash it, make another one, you wash it again.
Really? Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to go to salon like every week to wash my hair. Also
yeah.
natural hair, by the way. I guess you don't know. Italian. That's amazing. So amazing. Thank you. Juliet, what's the question?
Francis, you did not tell us how this salary negotiation thing is going to go.
I don't understand. So I should tell you that for this role, charge on 200K. For that role, charge 500K. Is that what you want to say? Salary is based on the value you think you want. It's what you think you want. Let me give you an example on salary negotiation. It's like you, okay, let me give you stuff about even negotiation in particular. So let's say for me now, right, I want to get a new project, right? I'm going to charge the project based on the duration of how the project will go. And here's how it will work. Here's how it works. Let's say that my daily expenses, everything that take me to run a day, let's say is 500 naira, right? That is plus my internet, my fuel, my transportation, my feeding money in a day. Let's say it's 500 naira. And I want to get a project. Your project must be able to feed, I mean, the amount I'm going to charge per day should double or triple or quadruple or fivefold or sixfold the my daily expenses. So if I want to take a project per day, I would say I would charge 2,000 naira, meaning that I have extra 1,500. So don't forget that as a creative, you have to save all these things, right? I have extra 1,500. So how many days am I working on the project for? If I'm working on a project for 10 days, 2,000 naira times 10, that's 20,000 naira, right? But this calculation I'm giving you might not be for you as people that are starting out, because you want to work as many projects as you can work on so that you can get um, connection and all these things. That makes sense, right? It makes sense, well, but what really matter here is how well what really matter here is how well you can talk about yourself to make money. I can't really give you straight answer trusting on the salary negotiation because guy, I don't want to say that it would disappoint you. Nigerians, the average salary a designer or a graphic designer earn in Nigeria is from 150 to 400K, and we're earning, but entry level ends from 80K to like 180 or 200K. Why senior role and from 250 to like 500? Because I've got an interview before that said what to pay me 500K. Just what's it called? Brand design, not product design. So this salary varies, right? All of these are based on your skill set, how you can talk, storytelling, packaging, English, blah blah blah. But when I mean English, I mean Bobo. I don't really mean real English. Yeah. So, do you have any other question?
No, thank you.
You too. Thank you. Thank yourself.
Francis, I don't find no.
You too. Thank yourself.
Hello. Francis, please check the chat box.
What do you write there? Mhm. Please, can anybody read what this guy wrote to the chat box? Juliet, can you read it? Since I'm calling
He
Juliet
said
always like this.
he did not see
Hold
his
on.
name in the capstone
Hold on.
grouping. Sorry.
Since I'm calling you always like this. The danger of it is tomorrow is the last. Sorry, is it tomorrow? I'm not even
Yes,
calling
tomorrow.
I know everybody now. Everybody's now watching this thing. Like, who is this Juliet? It's just Juliet, though. So I'm not someone like that. Yeah. So can you read it?
He said that he didn't see his name on in the grouping, the capstone grouping.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one to talk to.
But your name is there, Kabir. I think group 2 or 3. I think.
It's not Kabiro. It's Abib Lai. That is.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't see what he wrote. Okay, he said, how do we message tech HRs on LinkedIn to apply as a designer? Kind of like cold mails.
This is a simple format. This is a simple format. You reach out to them like, okay, let me read the LinkedIn. Anicha reach out to me, one of their former employee at Uber. So she reached out to me that they want to hire a designer. So let me show you. Where is this? Okay, let me read what she said. Hi Francis, we are quickly growing. We are quickly growing at so a pre-stage company startup animating the. Don't worry, I'll copy the message. I will edit some 1 or 2 things there. I will edit the name of the company. So Juliet, read what I sent.
Okay. Hi Francis, we're quickly growing at Babadudud, a seed-stage startup eliminating disparities in healthcare. We are looking for impressive backgrounds like yours for our first product hire. We will design and own the user experience of our app launching soon. Are you open to a conversation about this? Yeah, interesting.
So can you see how, Oga, you don't need to know. You don't need to know if I've been open to conversation or I'm not. So this is one, right? So if you are reaching out to, can see the process that is following. You can just say, hi, Aisha. So at that moment, they may be hiring or they may not be hiring. If they are not hiring, you introduce yourself, what you do, and what you've done. And you now put a link to your CV, portfolio, or anything that they can check their work out. Or if you have identified a problem that you think can be better, you tell them, and you tell them that with your skill set you can make it better. So it's just Bobo. Sorry, it's just English. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other person?
Yeah, I have a question, but it's not regarding the interview.
Yeah. Rosemary, you can proceed, please.
Okay. While designing a logo, I'm still confused as to what size of artboard to use.
Any size.
Okay, will the whole artboard now be the space that the logo will occupy if you put it somewhere else, or?
No. So if you are done with your logo and everything, at least your logo should be in a square. Like 1080 by 1080.
Okay. Okay, not on the artboard directly.
No.
Oh.
No, I don't get. Can you ask your question again?
Yes, I said you've answered it. I asked if the logo should be on the artboard directly. I said no, it should be inside a square on the artboard. Right?
Okay.
Francis,
What happened?
okay, I said, are you saying that the logo should cover the entire 1080 by 1080 board?
That's not true. It should be centralized.
Huh?
It should be centralized.
Okay.
You too. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Any other question? So I think enough of questions. Let me show you my screen. I'm going to send this portfolio format to all of you. I'm going to share a portfolio format, right? And please be preparing your portfolio. I want to see what you guys have done tomorrow, and Friday I want to finalize it. So tomorrow is I'm going to do something by Friday because my love messages a lot, although I may not get to read them, but this one I want to read it. I'll create a form. I'll make it anonymous, right? I want to hear comments about myself and about the class personally. I'll make it anonymous. You don't have to put your name. So anybody can say anything they like. You that guy is a stupid boy. It's adjusted. Yeah. So I'll make it anonymous. You don't have to put your name. Just say anything at random. I want to know how the class has been so far, personally. And if you have any notes you want to write to me, I can also put my account number there. In case you want to send me money, I'll put my PayPal address as well. In case you want to send me money, I'm available for enjoyment. And in case any of you want to take me out, I'm here as well. So this is a portfolio case study that I did for the formal class. And let me quickly walk you through. And this is what I want you guys to do. Don't go and do anything extra. This is the format I want you to follow. You can change all this pattern design I did, but this is exactly what you should follow. So, I created this. I know it's my name, but I use the name in class. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the cover. This is welcome. Check this out. This is the table of content. This is one of the best guy in my former class. We are friends now. Yeah, you write about yourself. After that, branding. We talk about blah blah blah. Overview of the brand design. Mood board. This is exact thing I want to see. Mood board. You do your logo exploration, your approved logo. This logo was what we designed in class. Typography. Who is this person? Oluwatosin, mute your mic now. Mute your mic now. So this is what we did in class, practically. Typography, logo variation, selection, logo variation, selection, right? This is the brand application. Yeah, these are the things we designed in class. Social media design. So I mean, because we did this in class as well. So you can add as many as possible social media design. And add as many as possible. And thank you. Any questions as regards that? I'm going to save this thing now and share it with you. So you're going to put more work in your portfolio design. Does that make sense?
Yes, Francis. But can we use your own portfolio? Do we have to use this particular one?
Yes, you have to. Please, this is my portfolio.
Why? But I mean, it's basically the same thing, except yours
it's
is
not basically the same thing.
Okay.
Not the same thing. Not the same, please. And I share my portfolio with you. I beg you, don't share my portfolio with anybody. Identify to.
You didn't share it with us.
In the recorded killing cup, recorded screen. In the recorded screen that I share with you.
Okay, yeah.
I share with all of you. So yes,
but Francis, you know, you sent some another guide that you said you should follow.
It's the same thing. I'm going to decide this one again.
Okay.
Okay, to you too. Okay, so does anybody has another question?
Okay, Francis, I have a question. It's regarding this portfolio. Or we should just edit what we.
That's peace out. What do you say?
Yes.
What are you saying now?
I said,
Just say
concerning
yeah.
the portfolio, are we supposed to
I just copy. I mean, yes, just copy what is there.
Okay, so we are designing from scratch, but we are copying what we did.
Yeah, you are designing from scratch now. I'm not giving you templates to use now. I'm not giving you templates that's editable. I'm giving you templates that you have to use.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You too, thank you. Use this.
You're welcome.
As use this as a guide. Any other thing?
Please, can you tell us how we use lasso tool or cleaner here on Illustrator?
No. Can I do what? No.
Please, I said, can you show us how we use lasso tool here? Because mine is not working.
You don't use the lasso tool on Illustrator, except it's for a particular. Please, can you log out a device? That thing is making noise in my ear. Okay. your question, I don't know what you're trying to say, but permit me to answer it tomorrow. Thank you. When my brain is still fresh. So I'm sending you guys this portfolio thing as a guide. I'm sending it to your. Yeah, I've sent 832 bao. Hold on, I sent 22 MB. For what? 22 MB bao. Thank you, Jesus. So what did I want to say again? Josh, what's the question? Because we're not doing design today, and everybody's happy. It's talk that we did for the whole of today. Josh.
Okay.
Yes, what's the question?
So from this template that you are showing us now, everything here is done on Illustrator. So these mock-ups that you are showing, is it also, did you do it on
Illustrator? It was done in Photoshop now. I import it and bring it in.
Okay.
You need to see my face right now, but don't worry. Okay. Any other question? Aisha, what's up? No, not Aisha. Aisha, okay. Aisha, what's the question?
Francis, the arrangement of this, how is it going to show up in the PDF? I thought it was supposed to go straight down.
No, it's not straight down. I told you on how to resize Artboard now. When you come to resize all, you can decide to like have 10 rows. You can decide to have 10 rows. You can decide to have
no, yeah, I get that.
I mean, have
you know,
rows. Now, what are you asking?
You know, in the portfolio, the PDF, it shows up like numbered. You scroll up or you scroll down.
Yes, no.
But
and that's
this one
something
is
to
like
happen.
Okay, so anyhow we arrange it, it will show up straight.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, also Francis, I don't know why, if it's just me, if I try to save an artboard, there's a way it saves that I don't like it will just like it has a zoomed in effect.
Yes, reach out to Babatunde Bamishai. But if you are still facing the same issue, let me know by tomorrow. But make sure you reach out to Babatunde Bamishai today.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question? Ooh. Okay. Any other question from anyone? Okay. If there is no any other questions, ladies and gentlemen, the weekend is approaching, and Valentine is coming. Where is your girlfriend? Where is your boyfriend? Or where is anybody that's interested in you? All these people that I'm sending you DM and you not reply, Valentine is coming. Thank you. Zainab, you're not talking class today. What happened? Okay, you did, but it's small. Zainab, are you here?
Yeah.
You don't talk like that in class today. What happened?
I'm busy.
You're busy. That's fine.
I'm busy.
So,
don't call me. So.
What do you say?
You did not call me now.
Mabino. So, Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? Abdulamin, Kabir, all those people. Aisha, your boyfriend, all these things.
Francis.
So, what happened?
Sorry, please, I want to ask you, like this mood board, right? The colors, I think it's from coolerswhatever.com. How did they copy the entire thing from Coolers?
Just copy, just copy, just click on it to copy or screenshots.
Okay.
Or screenshots.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming to class today, and bye bye. I'm still here.